Nation set to observe National Mourning Day tomorrow. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation and the greatest Bengali ever, was killed with his family members at the hands of the defeated forces of Liberation War and their foreign allies. All set to observe National Mourning Day. Nation to remember the father of the nation with deep respect. Security measures tightened all over the country, including the capital. BNP's leader, whom it calls Deshnetri, has 6 birthdays. No bigger joke for the nation than this, comments Abadul Qadir. Zia Rahman was a traitor and a killer. He would be unmasked in front of the nation, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Fresh corona infections and deaths are dropping in the country. Another 178 new deaths reported from coronavirus. Vaccination of second dose of Moderna jabs begins. Another 7.5 crore doses of corona vaccine to arrive in the country by next November. Taliban forces encircles Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan. 2 more provincial capitals collapse in the hands of Taliban security forces to be restructured, says Afghan president in his speech to the nation. And in England batting in the first innings in reply to India's 364 on the 3rd day of Lord's Test. Day and the 46th martyrdom anniversary of father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The nation is set to observe the National Mourning Day. The killing of Bangabandhu and most of his family members on the fateful night of August 15 in 1975 is the ugliest chapter of the nation's history. The self-confessed killers of August 15 did not assassinate Bangabandhu alone, but also killed the other members of his family and friends and relatives. They include his wife Begum Fazilatun-Nisa Mujib, sons Sheikh Kamal, Sheikh Jamal and Sheikh Russell, daughters-in-law Sultana Kamal and Rosie Jamal, brother Sheikh Nasser, brother-in-law Abdul Rab Sernia Bab, Bangabandhu's nephew and eminent journalist Sheikh Fazlul Haq Moni, his pregnant wife Arzu Moni and Colonel Jamil. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, the eldest daughter of Bangabandhu, escaped the planned assassination with her sister Sheikh Rehana as they were staying overseas then. The killing of Bangabandhu, the greatest son of the soil in 1,000 years, descended a pall of gloom and spread a sense of deep sadness among the people in the country and across the globe. The nation already started observing the month of mourning from August 1 amid coronavirus pandemic. The government, Awami League and different political and socio-cultural organizations, educational institutions and professional groups chalked out elaborate programs to pay the utmost respect to the greatest son of the soil on the day of his martyrdom. This year, all programs of the National Mourning Day will be held by maintaining the social distancing in wake of the global coronavirus pandemic. The government drew elaborate programs to observe the day with due respect and solemnity. As part of the program, the national flag will be hoisted half-mast atop the buildings of all government, semi-government, autonomous, educational institutions and private offices on the day. Wreaths will be placed at the portrait of father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in front of Bangabandhu Memorial Museum in the city and at the graves of Bangabandhu's martyred family members and other martyrs of August 15 in 1975 at Banani Graveyard. Wreaths will also be laid in the Mazar of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman at Tungipara in Gopalganj district around 10 a.m. To mark the National Mourning Day, special munajat will be offered at all mosques across the country after Zuhr prayers, while special prayers will take place at all temples, churches, pagodas and other places of worship at convenient time. Bangladesh Television and Bangladesh Betar will air special programs in observance of the National Mourning Day. National newspapers and magazines will publish special supplements on the occasion. People from all walks of life and leaders of different organizations, including Bangladesh Awami League, will pay tribute to Father of the Nation at Tungipara in Gopalganj tomorrow, marking the National Mourning Day. Necessary preparations to this effect have already been completed. Prime Minister's Military Secretary Major General Naqib Ahmed Chaudhry, on behalf of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, will pay tribute to Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman at 10 in the morning tomorrow. A smartly contingent of the Armed Forces Division will give guard of honor on the occasion. Later, senior Awami League leaders and members of the cabinet will pay tribute to the Father of the Nation. Gopalganj District Administration, Police Administration, District Awami League and its associate organizations will also pay tribute, placing wreaths at the mausoleum of the Father of the Nation at Tungipara. Later, Milad and Dua Mehfil will be held at the mosque of the complex, seeking peace for the departed souls of Bangabandhu and other martyrs of August 15, 1975. Dhaka Metropolitan Police Commissioner Muhammad Shafiqul Islam has said there is no possibility of militant attack across the country during the National Mourning Day. He said necessary preparations have been taken to observe the 46th martyrdom anniversary of Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and the National Mourning Day with due state honor. DMP Commissioner told this to the journalists while talking to them after visiting Bangabandhu Memorial Museum area at Dhanmondi 32 in the capital this morning. Awami League General Secretary Badul Qadir has said it is a great joke that the BNP chairperson has a total of 6 birthdays. He has asked the Secretary General of the BNP as to why the false birthdays of Khalida Zia have not been changed despite the party brought changes in programs. Obadul Qadir was speaking at a program marking the National Mourning Day organized by Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Medical University today. Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Dr. Muhammad Sharfuddin Ahmed, presided over the program. Health and Family Welfare Minister Jahid Malik, former Minister AFM Ruhul Haq and BMA President Dr. Mustafa Jalal Mohiuddin spoke virtually. In addition, Shoti President Dr. Iqbal Arsalan, General Secretary Dr. M.A. Aziz and Awami League Health Secretary Dr. Rokia Sultana spoke at BSMMU end. Obadul Qadir says the defeated and reactionary forces are enjoying political rise as Awami League believes in democratic politics. He says the August 15 killings were the most brutal in world's political history.
আমাদের ইতিহাসের সবচেয়ে রক্তাক্ত বিশ্বাসঘাতকতায় কালিমা লিপ্ত অধ্যায় ৭৫ আগস্ট ট্র্যাজেডি। আমাদের কষ্টের ক্ষতকে উস্কে দিতে 15 আগস্ট ভুয়া জন্মদিবস আপনারা পালন করেন। ৯৫ সাল থেকে এই ভুয়া জন্মদিবসের সূচনা। কেক কেটে আমাদের বেদনার ক্ষতকে উস্কে দিতে উৎসব করে 15 আগস্ট আপনারা পালন করেছেন। আজকে মির্জা ফখরুল সাহেব আপনার কাছে জানতে চাই এ সত্য কেন বারবার এড়িয়ে যাচ্ছেন? কিভাবে করবেন এবার 15 আগস্ট? কর্মসূচি পরিবর্তন করবেন? কেক কাটবেন না, মিলাদ মাহফিল করবেন, কিন্তু 15 আগস্ট তো জন্মদিবস রয়েই গেল। আমি মির্জা ফখরুল সাহেবের কাছে জানতে চাই একজন মানুষের কয়টা জন্মদিবস থাকতে পারে? যাকে আপনারা দেশনেত্রী বলেন জন্মদিবস 6টি। এর চেয়ে বড় তামাশা 15 আগস্টে রক্তাক্ত জাতির পিতার মর্মান্তিক হত্যাকাণ্ডের প্রতি আপনাদের এই যে প্রতিশোধ, এই আক্রোশের বহিঃপ্রকাশ ভুয়া জন্মদিন পালন, এর শেষ কোথায় মির্জা ফখরুল আপনার কাছে জানতে চাই।
Information and Broadcasting Minister and Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said Zia Rahman was a traitor and a killer. He will be unmasked in front of the nation. The minister said this at a program today at Chattogram Theatre Institute Auditorium marking the National Mourning Day. Chattogram North District Awami League organised it. Dr. Hassan Mahmood says the politics of the war criminals as well as those who put Bangabandhu under questions should be banned in order to introduce a healthy political culture in the country.
দেশে করোনা বহু সপ্তাহ বহু মাস লকডাউন ছিল এবং এই করোনার শুরুতে অনেকে শঙ্কা আশঙ্কা প্রকাশ করেছিলেন যেই সমস্ত বুদ্ধিজীবী এবং যেই সমস্ত টক শোবিদ, আমি সবার কথা বলছি না, যারা রাত 12টার পরে টেলিভিশনের পর্দা গরম করেন, যাদের কিচির মিচিরের কারণে অনেক সময় কান জ্বালাপালা হয়, তাদের কেউ কেউ কিচির মিচির করে বলেছিলেন যে দেশে হাজার হাজার মানুষ, লক্ষ লক্ষ মানুষ না খেয়ে মরবে, রাস্তায় লাশ পড়ে থাকবে। তাদের সেই আশঙ্কা ভুল প্রমাণিত করেছে বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা। আজকে 1.5 বছর একজন মানুষও অনাহারে মৃত্যুবরণ করেনি এই খেটে খাওয়া মানুষের দেশে। ক্ষুধাকে আমরা জয় করেছি। বিএনপির নেতারা ক্রমাগতভাবে বঙ্গবন্ধুর ভূমিকাকে অস্বীকার করে এবং একটি খলনায়ককে নায়ক বানানোর প্রচেষ্টা চালায়। জিয়া রহমান কার্যতপক্ষে একজন ট্রেইটর, একজন খুনি ছিল। বঙ্গবন্ধুর হত্যাকাণ্ডের সাথে জিয়া রহমান ছিল ওতপ্রোতভাবে যুক্ত। হি ওয়াজ এ ট্রেইটর এবং সে একজন খুনি। এই খুনির দলের রাজনীতি যারা করে তারা বঙ্গবন্ধুর ভূমিকাকে অস্বীকার করে। বাংলাদেশে আমি দৃঢ়ভাবে বিশ্বাস করি যে বাংলাদেশে যদি সুষ্ঠু রাজনৈতিক ধারা চালু করতে হয়, রাজনীতিকে কলুষমুক্ত করতে হয়, ইতিহাসকে কলুষমুক্ত করতে হয়, তাহলে যুদ্ধাপরাধীদের রাজনীতি করা যেমন নিষিদ্ধ হওয়া প্রয়োজন, একই সাথে যারা বঙ্গবন্ধুর ভূমিকাকে খাটো করে দেখে বঙ্গবন্ধুকে প্রশ্নবিদ্ধ করার প্রচেষ্টা চালায় তাদেরও রাজনীতি এই দেশে বন্ধ হওয়া প্রয়োজন।
Bangladesh reported 170 Dr. Hassan Mahmood says the politics of the war criminals as well as those who put Bangabandhu under questions should be banned in order to introduce a healthy political culture in the country. Chattogram North District Awami League President Emir Salam presided over the program. General Secretary Sheikh Muhammad Atar Rahman and senior leaders of the party spoke. Bangladesh reported 178 COVID-19 deaths and 6,885 new infections in the last 24 hours. Directorate General of Health Services, DGHS, in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 23,988 from coronavirus and the tally of the infections has risen to 14,12,218. The recovery count rose to 12,81,327 after another 7,805 patients recovered. The statement said 20.66% of 33,330 samples tested positive. DGHS statistics showed of the people infected from the beginning, 90.73% recovered and 1.70% died. The statement said of the 178 deaths, 1 is between 0 to 10 years, 1 are between 11 to 20 years, 4 are between 21 to 30 years, 12 are between 31 to 40 years, 13 are between 41 to 50 years, 40 are between 51 to 60 years, 60 are between 61 to 70 years, 32 are between 71 to 80 years, 13 are between 81 to 90 years, and 2 are between 91 to 100 years. 109 out of the 178 people died were male while 69 were female. DGHS informed that 67 people died in Dhaka Division, 45 died in Chattogram Division, 14 died in Rajshahi Division, 23 died in Khulna Division, 7 died in Borishal Division, 11 died in Sylhet Division, 6 died in Rangpur Division and 5 died in Mymensingh Division. Second dose of Moderna vaccine has been started from today. Over 2 crore people have been vaccinated with first and second doses so far. Meanwhile, Health Minister Zahid Malik said additional 7 crore doses of vaccine will arrive Dhaka within next November. The Health Directorate said the government has been importing crores of vaccines from different countries around the world. Health Directorate further said that the government has set a target to bring about 80% people of the country under the vaccination program. BIWTA authority has limited the movement of ferry services on Shimulia Bangla Bazar route and urged the concerned to use alternative routes. The decision came after several ferry hitting incidents on the pillars of Podda Bridge. Meanwhile, Bangla Bazar Ghat of Madaripur is being shifted Majhir Gandhi of Shariatpur. However, it may take some time. The road development works will be started soon before launching of Majhir Gandhi Ghat. Once inaugurated, the Majhir Gandhi Ghat ferries can ply by avoiding Podda Bridge. Besides, around 3-kilometer naval route will also be decreased. As a result, time and fuel both will be saved. The probe committee formed after the 17-number pillar hitting incident on July 23 suggested to relocate Bangla Bazar ferry ghat to another place. Later on Friday, another ferry named Kakoli hit again at the number 10 pillar of Podda Bridge. Now, international news. Taliban fighters have edged closer to the Afghan capital Kabul as their rapid advance shows no sign of slowing. Fighting has been reported in Maidan Shar, 40 kilometers from the capital, and in Mazar-e-Sharif, the only major city in the north still under government control. Afghan President Ashraf Ghani says he is holding intensive talks with the regional and international allies. More than 250,000 people have been displaced by the violence. COVID-19 global death toll crosses 43,63,000 and over 20,72,58,000 people have been infected globally. Besides, more than 18,58,54,000 people have recovered from the virus so far. Meanwhile, the US has now 3,73,64,000 confirmed cases and 6,37,000 deaths. India has now 3,21,56,000 confirmed cases and 4,30,000 deaths. Now news on sports. England are now batting against India in the third day of the second test at Lord's. The English scored 341 runs for 6 wickets in their first innings when report last came in. Earlier, India were all out on 364 runs in their first innings. To end the bulletin headlines once again. Nation set to observe National Mourning Day tomorrow. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of the nation and the greatest Bengali ever, was killed with his family members at the hands of the defeated forces of Liberation War and their foreign allies. All set to observe National Mourning Day. Nation to remember the father of the nation with deep respect and security measures tightened all over the country, including the capital. BNP's leader, whom it calls Deshnetri, has 6 birthdays. No bigger joke for the nation than this, comments Obadul Qadir. Zia Rahman was a traitor and a killer. He would be unmasked in front of the nation, says Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Fresh corona infections and deaths are dropping in the country. Another 178 new deaths reported from coronavirus. Vaccination of second dose of Moderna jabs begins. Another 7.5 crore doses of corona vaccine to arrive in the country by next November. Taliban forces encircles Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan. 2 more provincial capitals collapse in the hands of Taliban security forces to be restructured, says Afghan president in his speech to nation. And England batting in the first innings in reply to India's 364 on the 3rd day of Lord's Test. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our next bulletin that's coming up at 11:30. We request you to follow the health guidelines and wear masks. Allah Hafiz.